don't have a whole lot of time, but guess what, guys? We're getting into round number 1 between Union and Sweden. I'm pumped. Galadon, you look pumped. Let's go, man.
I cannot wait. This is going to be so exciting to see these guys. Union ready to go. You can see them taking their iPads in hand. And this first round, 5 attacks from those guys right in the front. And like we said, already we're seeing some interesting strategy.
Yeah, these guys look badass in their polos, I have to say. It looks much better than just hanging out in a hoodie. No wonder we are dressed up like the leprechauns we are, because we got to match how these guys look. We got to be on their level.
That's exactly right. And so it looks like we're going to be watching Jae-jun go against Razor for the first attack.
He forgot a spell. He's a little bit
going
nervous.
back at the last second to grab the spells. There you see a bunch of attacks already underway, and it looks like we've got a mass golem attack. 5 golems, including the one in the clan castle.
Yep. So just how we had thought, this player is going for 2 stars against this level, or this third Town Hall 10 base. Again, because if you can get 2 stars against this, this is going to open it up for one of the higher level players to go for 3 stars later, and that can be all the difference in the war. I don't expect this war to be more than 1 or 2 stars apart.
No, I think it's going to be super close, and obviously what we've got here is an anti-3-star layout. There comes the lava hound out towards the right-hand side. Golems moving in, sweeping in towards this base, and again, of course, shooting for 2 stars, level 25 heroes. They've got a tough task ahead of them.
Yeah, one of the bonuses of attacking as a Town Hall 90, especially against one of these bases, and in this format, is that you're going to see a lot of anti-3-star bases, and that opens the Town Hall 9s to get 2 stars, because the Town Hall is going to be fairly exposed. It's not being protected by both Inferno Towers.
Exactly, and I think that's going to make the Town Hall the most likely first star, and it's coming pretty soon. Maybe just a couple of wizards are going to finish off that Town Hall. Archer Queen on it as well, and already 43%, so it looks like maybe the second star could be closing in.
All right, looks like he has a couple of troops left, even though there are some Archer Towers on the left and bottom hand side, patrolling for those free buildings to make sure they don't get to 50, but still, no avail. 52% for Jae-jun. Very nice starting attack. Sweden's going to be a little bit intimidated.
Exactly, and now, again, voting for that damage percentage, not going to end this raid. This is fantastic. Getting well past 2 stars as a Town Hall 9 against this Town Hall 10. Again, not maxed out defenses, but still 2 Inferno Towers, 3 Expos, certainly a tough task. And Jae-jun rocking it, dropping the Royal Cloak, and that's going to get him past 60%.
Yeah, I think that they're just trying to make him pay for using this anti-3-star base, and of course, it looks like it worked out with 59% damage. Looking at where you could drop these minions, maybe on the Builder Hut on the very far right. Not going to make it happen right there, and a 59% will be the total for Jae-jun, unless there is maybe an archer or a skeleton attacking this wall. Yeah, if you look above the dead queen, you can see the wall still has its hit points showing, so I assume there's an archer right behind that queen attacking that wall, but unfortunately no more percentage points to be had, and 59% is going to be the total.
And I did call 60%, so the Gala Curse begins early. I called 60 the maximum number of stars. So here we go, looking at Sweden, that both of the Town Hall 8s attacking right off the bat. And we've got a Town Hall 9 attacking a 10 like we saw before, and Razor 2 going up 1 attacking that second Town Hall 10.
Yeah, I really like using Lord Oliver and Headstick Hans on the bottom to take out Max Sable and All In. I would have much preferred to probably see Union use those lower level, try to take out as many lower level Town Halls as possible to open yourself up for the later rounds, and you can decide who you want to attack from there. But they decided to use their first player attacking Sweden's first player, which did result in a 2-star. By all means, that's not awful or anything like that, but I do like Sweden's strategy here. If they can knock out some of these bases, it's going to open them up towards the later rounds, and they can see what they can do against Union.
Absolutely. You know, ideally, they want to 3-star both of those Town Hall 8s right off the bat, but again, having 2 attacks each and there being only 2 Town Hall 8s, it's not a disaster if they don't succeed in that 3-star right away, because they're probably not going to be having the best attack against a Town Hall 9.
All right, guys, well, we're about to get into round number 2 of Sweden versus Union. Sweden is returning fire as Union opened up with 9 stars against their bases. We'll have to see what happens. They're about to get ready to go, and let's see what they can do as they try to take their first lead of, again, this first semifinal.
Yep, and it looks like they are focused and intense. Some of the battles are just getting underway, and we may be watching, yes, Pizza Yoke going after Mac Axta. So this is number 5 going against the number 3, Town Hall 9 versus 10.
Yep, this is actually a mirror matchup of what we just saw, 5 versus 3 on our first replay. We're going to check out the same thing here. He's using a lot of giants. I'd love to see a little bit of versatility, but you wonder where these giants are going to go.
That is really surprising. We're focusing in there on that multi-target Inferno, and he's dropping the Earthquake spells. Path straight to the Town Hall. There it is. You can see that direct path hoping to funnel those troops in, and he's got the Lava Hound occupied on the outside.
All right, looks like the Lava Hound's being taken out by the minion. If you guys might remember from the most recent update, the Lava Hound no longer targets air troops, so this is a great adaptation. Of course, the Lava Pups will target these minions after, but I do like this setup so far. You're not really trying to get more than like mid-level 50%. You're just trying to get 2 stars against this base.
And look at the great use of the poison spell. A little bit dropped a little bit too early. Would have been ideal to have it still there. It expires before it finishes off those pups. But the golem will successfully distract the lava pups, and that should allow those wizards to take them out from behind.
Well, he dropped a bunch of different wall breakers, but in the end, the golems are all going in the same direction. That's going to be a little bit problematic. Look at the archer tower on the bottom taking out those wizards, but he followed up with some giants. Let's see how this raid pans out.
Yeah, maybe the wizards in a little bit prematurely. Pizza Yogi not looking happy about his troop deployment. You can see the tension. He kicks back for a minute, grabs his head. He is not real happy about where these troops are pathing right now. The Giants not going to the center. They're both focused on walls on the outside.
Yeah, and speaking of outside, the Burger King is attacking that army camp right there. All the Giants are in the center, which is great.
Just repath.
Yeah, skeleton traps are coming out, and we'll have to see what happens. There's a couple of wizards, but again, not having a 5th spell and not really having that much damage so far. It doesn't look like this is going to be 1, maybe even 2 stars. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, he still has both of the hero's abilities, but not looking so happy as to it. But there, is she going after the Town Hall? Yes, she is. It'll be a race. It looks like with her ability, though, she should be able to get the Town Hall down. It's going to be close, but there it goes, and that is the first star.
Nice. That's 1 star for Sweden, but again, not getting 2 stars would be considered a failure against this base. You need to make sure you get to 50%, but unfortunately, the level 25 heroes aren't as broken as the level 40s, and I don't think this one's going to end up in a 2-star.
No, the King trying to make up his mind, going back in there towards the inside. And again, no chance at 2 stars, so it's highly unlikely that this raid will count towards the end of the war. But a good Nile, absolutely, I would think, hoping for a 3-star victory right here.
Yep, he would hope to get 3 stars, especially as the #1 player. The 3rd Town Hall 10 is susceptible to being 3 stars, again, with not the Inferno Towers are only level 2, the Expos are only level 3. I even think one of the Expos is level 2, only one of them. But yeah, you can definitely get 3 stars against this Town Hall 10. So if he can do that, imagine the momentum that's going to give Sweden going into the later rounds.
Exactly. Again, there's a lot of it being a psychological battle. Even though Union hasn't had a chance to make those second 5 attacks, just being ahead, maybe throwing up some 3 stars on the board is going to give Sweden that advantage. Just like Union with that 3-star attack in the first round, probably intimidated Sweden just a little bit.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens with this. Really exciting stuff. I would expect some 3 stars to come out now. If they can't, then that's going to put a lot of pressure onto Sweden, and especially for Union. They're going to have a wide opening to blow up this war with round number 4.
Absolutely. So round 3 just about to get underway. You can see that 2-minute time preparation has run out, so the players getting ready to deploy those troops, and here they are. We've switched positions. The second 5 have now switched with the first 5. You can see them in the back row, getting those iPads ready for their next round, strategizing as much as they can. And the focus looks intense right there. He is ready to go.
Yeah, Mitch Bolton didn't look too focused at the very beginning, but right now he is zoned in on that iPad, looking at Charis, again, who's number 8. Let's see what Mitch does as he attacks this base.
Yep. I can't see the army composition yet, so we'll have to wait and see as the attack gets underway. Any moment, they're urging him to go ahead and hit that attack button. There it goes. And we've got some Lava Hounds. Good, we got a go Lava Loon.
Yeah, I like this strategy much better than what we saw earlier.
Yep.
This opens up a lot more of the base with all of those balloons. He should be able to brute force it after using the golems in the beginning and the wizards to take out a lot of the buildings, maybe take out some air defense and expos. Let's see what he does with those level 15 heroes, and of course, like you said, go Lava Loon.
Yep, so the golem moving in. There's the jump spell just as expected, working on getting those heroes in, activating the queen just like we see happening. And we should see the clan castle emerge. There it is, the dragon, and looks like a Valkyrie in there.
Wow, he's got the Valkyrie just in case something funny came out of his army composition, maybe some giants, and would have done an effective job. Barely gets that Barbarian King's ability. He does get it, though, and he went down shortly after that, but he's still making his way into the base. Again, if I was to say 3 stars or no 3 stars using this army composition, it's a very effective strategy, and let's see if he can pull it out.
Yep, and the Lava Hounds moving in on the right-hand side, kind of going in that counterclockwise deployment, accurately dropping those balloons with precision, just a few at a time.
Yeah, he did miss the rage spell, though, on the first couple of balloons. It did hit the Lava Hound on the right-hand side, but now he's starting to surround the base. Rage spells are dropped. He still has a balloon left. I would drop that as soon as possible, as well as one more wizard in case he needs to clean up some buildings, like we saw with Lord Oliver.
Unfortunately, the last balloon went down on the bottom left, and that archer tower immediately started firing on it. There's the first star, and it looks like we've got a lot of lava pups working on cleanup.
This guy has a lot of units left. He actually ended up destroying the last defense right there, and with those pups surrounding the base, things are looking good. Only actually one more defense with that archer tower on the bottom right.
Yep, and it is absolutely going down. Not a lot of pups on the left side of the base. You've got a lone wizard out there doing damage, and almost a minute and a half left. Looking absolutely like a solid 3-star win.
Yeah, it's really nice when you have those lava hounds because they can clean up after they explode. Most of the time, you will see those pups scatter far enough to where they won't be shot down by the defenses. Could have been used for Lord Oliver. He would have definitely used that pups toward the end of his raid. But again, looks like we're going to see 3 stars, and our first 3 stars from Sweden coming from the casual Mitch Bolton.
Yeah, look at him pump his fist, arms overhead, celebrating victory. He knows he's got it. 3 stars. 91%, just a matter of time. Plenty of time left, and a solid 3-star attack. Really like to see these advanced Town Hall 9 strategies.
Yeah, we saw Mitch Bolton inside of Nordic Clash. Obviously, he's been on the stage before, so he feels pretty experienced in these type of environments against a crowd like this. So really nice job right there. Again, he attacked a mirror matchup, and if you're number 8 and you could 3-star their number 8, that's a fantastic job.
The other clans. So here we're going to take a look at Union's lineup for the 4th round of attacks.
Yeah, and speaking of trash talk, none of them even speak the same language, so it works out pretty well. I don't think the Koreans clan trashed each other too much, even though we did hear about some drama when they actually qualified for the tournament. But anyways, let's hop into the round number 4 attacks. Riley and Mac Axta. Mac Axta will be attacking the number 2 player from Sweden. Riley's going to dip down to Pizza Yoke and try to pick up 3 stars against that high-level Town Hall 9.
Yeah, and given the skill of these players, that's almost a foregone conclusion that that should be a 3-star. Anything less than 3 is going to be very disappointing. And then at the very bottom, we've got the Town Hall 8s going at it again, all in, attacking Heitzing Hans.
Yep, the 2 Town Hall 9s, Lee CEO and Charis, will be going for Bjorn and Mitch Bolton. So I would expect to see some 3 stars, and we're going to have to see what happens as we get into this next round. Union really could either falter behind or get ahead. This one is definitely volatile, depending on how they can do with these 3-star strategies. They could put themselves in a big hole or put Sweden in the gutter.
Right, that's for sure. And so predicting, it looks like Riley hoping for 3 stars on Pizza Yoke. Mac Axa going up to Vestins. That will be a tall order for 3 stars. But Lee CEO and Charis, absolutely, that's going to be the critical matchup. Those 2 Town Hall 9 attacks, that could be the pivotal moment in this 4th round.
Yeah, the lower level Town Halls really unlock your higher bases to know that they don't have to clean up those attacks. But looks like we are about to get into round number 4, guys. Union versus Sweden in our first semifinal of the first ever Korean Clash Invitational.
Absolutely. So excited to be here in Korea, and just been a fantastic week of preparation watching these guys so focused. The crowd here, all different ages.
Look at that, baby.
To be here. He's ready for some 3-star attacks or 4-star attacks.
I think he was signaling that he's a Town Hall 4.
Is that what that is?
I think that was the signal for a Town Hall 4.
I wasn't
so
sure.
He'll be on stage one day. Give him a couple of years. We're getting into round number 4, guys. Let's see as Union attacks Sweden. These guys are intense. They're ready for battle.
They're absolutely focused, ready to go. Any moment now, the attacks should begin. And it looks like we're going to see Mitch Bolton attacks. We're going to see one of the Town Hall 9s. And yes, it's going to be Charis against Mitch Bolton, that 9 versus 9 attack. And getting a look, we've got some more Golaloon.
All right, Golaloon, again, super strong at these levels. I've seen most of the 3-star strategies down here that they use during rehearsals for Golaloon. Looks like he forgot something. Again, these guys are a little bit nervous with these spells. And as he looks at once he wants to use, he's going to take out that heal spell and put in a jump spell. Definitely way better than the heal spell. I have no idea what he was going to use that for in the raid.
Yeah, that would have been a very unusual strategy. We talked about unusual strategies, but there you go. 3 rage, 1 jump, 1 poison, and here comes the attack. Looks like he's brought 2 golems coming from the bottom right.
All right, looks like he's going to drop those guys now. He did bring that jump spell, which he can use to get some of these troops inside of the center. He didn't bring any wall breakers, but that jump spell should cover that compartment right there and get himself to the expos if he really wants to.
Yeah, but I think that's ideally where he's hoping the heroes will path in towards that enclosure where the expo is. That should activate the Archer Queen and the clan castle, and that is ideally where you want the first half of this attack to take you.
And one thing to notice is that the clan castle is the base is so spread out that the clan castle troops actually haven't been activated until now. And by that time, it's already at 24% against this base. I don't really agree with that clan castle placement. It didn't really affect much of this raid.
Yeah, and the Archer Queen still not activated. She could become a factor late in this raid. That is not ideal for Charis. Definitely hoping that you would have gotten that Archer Queen out of the way before the La Lune portion comes in.
Yeah, this base is so much of an anti-3-star base. The Town Hall is touching the last layer of walls on the outside. This guy's giving up the 2-star by all means, but he's trying to prevent that 3-star. But that beginning of the raid was epic, and I don't think he's going to have much of a chance to defend this one.
No, it's looking solid. The Lava Hounds go down into pups, and anti-3-star bases are very, very rarely effective against solid Town Hall 9 raiders.
Yeah, this one is going to go down as a 3-star easily. The Queen still hasn't even used her ability yet. Maybe you get to use that for the next raid if you save it up.
There you go.
I'm just going to theorize that. Anyways, Queen saving her ability. This was an easy 3-star. He absolutely stomped this base with both of the heroes still alive.
Yep, and a leftover balloon deployed out on the far left. I might have put it out on the top right by that far camp and gold mine. But with about a minute and a half when that happened, there's the second star. So there's really not a question of time either, because look at the mass number of lava pups at the top of the screen.
Yeah, really not a question about this raid or who the crowd's rooting for right now. Every time a star appears on the board, these guys are going crazy. Lots of Korean pride here, which is awesome to see. But again, the lava pups were key as they took out a lot of the scraps around the base. Looks like this one's going to be an easy 3-star.
Yeah, and look at the Queen, full health, and there's a golem that is still in full size at the end of this raid. Just completely overpowering. This was never really close at all.
Yeah, they penetrated the double walls right there for a 3-star 100%.